listening to the Leading Hope Podcast. My name is VJ Williams, here with my friend and pastor, Kevin Jack. Thank you for taking time out of your day to become a better leader. Man, we are so glad that you're here today. If you've never been here before, welcome. This is Wednesday, and when we release these every Wednesday, you can catch those by subscribing to the podcast platform of your choice and get automatic notifications because of that. And also share with a friend on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And please rate and review on Apple Podcasts. You won't believe how that helps get this podcast in the hands of so many more leaders just like you. And visit leadinghope.online to get updates and find out more about the Leading Hope community. And man, we are continuing these. You've got content every week been laid out. These topics are great. This is I'm sure we're going to get the most amount of people to listen to this one. I guarantee it, because leading people and people develop is not easy.
Yeah.
And this is something that everyone's going to be pumped up. So here we go. 107, 3 tips to maximize rest.
That really makes me want to do some market research just with the titles themselves.
I know.
And do a whole series on 3 tips to see how many clicks it gets just based on 3 tips to maximize productivity. Yeah. 3 tips to make your spouse do what you want them to do. That one's the top one. That one hits number 1 on the leaderboards.
Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah. That'd be fun. Podcast, how to work harder and get no sleep, 0 downloads.
No downloads
How to take 17 weeks of vacation, 1 million downloads.
It was good. So you may be listening to this at any point in time, because that is the beauty of podcasting.
Yeah.
So you may be stumbling upon this. When we are recording this and airing it, it is the week of Christmas.
Yes.
So that's why we're having this specific focus on 3 tips to maximize rest. So I want to talk through, whether it's holiday season, whether it's vacation time, things like that, some really basic stuff that, especially for newer, younger leaders, you may not be aware of, that you go, some people, they learn this over the years. What I've actually found is that some people, they never learn this. And so they get into their 40s, into their 50s, they're leading and they're never rested, even though they're away, they're on vacation, they're on break, and they're never rested. And that's because they haven't learned some just really, really basic stuff on how to maximize rest. So I want to give you 3 tips on how to maximize rest. For some of you, you will be able to use this immediately because Christmas is coming up. Hopefully, wherever you are, this is applicable to where you are. Tip number 1, prep for rest. Okay? Prep for rest. This is really simple. Change your voicemail. Put on your email vacation responder. Before, this is important. Before you leave the office, don't have a long list of things to go, well, it's my last day at work, I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to take these home because I'd rather... No, don't do that. If you're a work-from-home person, I get that you do that. I work from home 2 days a week, but I keep all my work stuff in my office, and it helps me segment those areas. It keeps it from bleeding out into every other area of my life. And so to go you need to prep for rest.
That's good.
You need to have the communication set up that you need to ahead of time, that you know, hey, this is how I'm not going to be bothered constantly. You need to have the work done that you Don't bring work into your rest. Get it all done. You would be much better off, instead of working an 8-hour day, working a 14-hour day if you have to actually then be done.
I like that. We should not take this is not cramming for an exam.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
So I'm a genius. Joking.
So don't treat your work like it's cram for exam.
There we go. I like that. That's
all
good.
Right. Tip number 1, prep for rest. Tip number 2, don't waste your rest. Don't use your rest time to do things that aren't restful.
Yes, you're a genius.
I'm a genius.
Wow.
I'm a genius.
Pair of geniuses.
So ready, here's
content.
Right, some of you are this is just gonna hit you. Don't spend your whole vacation on social media.
Yeah.
You will get done with it and you'll just be like, well, I don't feel any better than I did before. It's because you used it on here. This is where we lose the idea of what it is. We assume vacation, holiday, break, rest is meant to be spent on what's easy. And it's meant to be spent on what is recharging. Okay? As we go, no, I don't have to do that. No. Some of the most recharging things you might do with your life are actually hard things. Like, if I could say, I've recently, because we watched the Queen's Gambit last year, I've started like playing chess. And thank you for the shocked look.
I was
on his face.
I'm not surprised.
If you're listening online, he looked as surprised as he could be. I'm not good. Like, I'm bad. Okay, I'm really bad, but I love it. And I can tell you, it takes far more like brain effort, mental fortitude. I got a little too strong. I must have been playing chess. My brain's tired. Like, it takes far more mental strength for me to play chess than to be on social media, but I'm more recharged after I've played than if I scrolled Facebook for 3 hours.
Yeah.
My chess games don't take 3 hours. I lose in like 20 minutes.
Who are you playing against?
Sometimes people online.
Really?
I tried to play my wife once, and she wasn't having it.
Didn't work out well?
Yeah, she kept trying to treat it like checkers and didn't really have any interest in learning how the pieces moved. And so it's okay. It's fine. So I say it as like, don't waste your rest, meaning know what's restful for you, know what is recharging for you, and do those things.
Yeah.
Don't fall into just, I'm supposed to do what's easy, because easy might not be restful. Don't waste your rest.
That's great. I don't think we know that enough, that when we go on vacation, or even if you're not on vacation, you're taking a period of time at which you're not sitting at a desk in your office, or you're not out on the field if that's your job, that you're away from that stuff. Put it down, get away from it, and do something that makes you recharge. That's why I love the weekend experiences at Be Hope Church. That people are like, oh, it's the end of the week. A lot of people always think that this is the end of the week. It's the weekend. It's the end of the... No, it's the beginning for me. I am getting pumped for what I've got to do Monday through Thursday. Not coming in from it going, oh, glad we're here. Glad we made it. No, I'm pumped. Like, that's a recharging station, man, and that's good.
Oh, that's good. This is just like a slight tip. If you have a mentally fatiguing job, my guess is your most recharging things will be something physical. If you have a physically fatiguing job, your most recharging things will probably be something mental. It's just that capacity of to say, like, man, if you're working hard and going after it, go read a book, like do a puzzle, do something like that. I don't mean like a jigsaw puzzle, whatever. I mean like a whatever.
That's good.
Get it?
No, I'm good at it.
Save me from myself.
I mean, jigsaw puzzle. My wife really likes puzzles.
I know. I was gonna end up just throwing shade at everybody who does puzzles. And I wanted to kind of backtrack from that, but I didn't know where to go.
It's relaxing for my wife. Recharges her.
Good. All right, tip number 3. Okay, we've talked through prep for rest, don't waste your rest. And then here's the third one, and this is something that I had to learn, and that is don't interrupt it for everything. Okay? Don't interrupt your rest for everything. And I would, early on, full-time job, stuff like that, I'd go off and I'd be like, I got a week off. And then somebody would email me. And I had to respond. It was just like, ugh. And I get like so annoyed. Like, I really would. And now I've really shifted my expectations to say, and there's two polar opposites to this that we just need to be clear on how the pendulum swings. Like, on the one side to go, you do need to be available to be interrupted from time to time if your job matters.
Yeah, you do.
Like,
absolutely.
You do need to be available for someone to interrupt you, to do something else. There's an email you have to respond to, a call that you have to respond to. Expect that. Don't be like, the whole week is shot because I had to spend 15 minutes doing this. Yeah. That's stupid.
Yeah.
But on the other side of it, okay, you shouldn't be interrupted at every step along the way.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be checking your email constantly. So I have a vacation responder on my email when I'm off. I check it twice a day.
Gotcha.
I know when I'm going to check it. I check it in the morning and I check it in the evening to make sure there's not an emergency that I have to respond to. I don't have my phone on me.
Yeah.
So I'm not responding to text and voice messages, but I will check it twice a day.
Yeah.
So it's not at all times of the day I can be interrupted, and yet I am available because there are sometimes things that come up that I have to be responsive to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pout about it because I've got to send an email on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Get over it. 5 minutes.
One just real quick tip that I would add to that is on the email responder. I actually put in there, if this is an emergency, I actually write this in
this is good.
If this isn't an actual emergency, call my phone.
Oh, I like that.
And most of the people know that I'm not answering if it's not emergent. I mean, but I think if you put that in there, then you don't have to do it as much. You should, if you have a rhythm, that's great, morning, night.
Yeah.
But if you really want to set your maximum rest, put something in there, especially, and you can set that up. I don't want to get into the technical part. You can set that up that it responds differently to in-house people versus people emailing you from an exchange that's outside of your house.
Oh, that's good stuff.
And so if it's someone outside, they're probably not going to have an emergency. You don't give them your phone number.
Or you could just say, like, if this is an emergency, call 911 because I'm not a doctor.
You could
like,
do that.
come on, guys.
That's good. That's good.
So this is the biggest thing is I just wanted to walk you through today is to say some people, they never learned how to rest. And so in their rest time, they're doing what's not restful. They're bringing work home with them that they should have left at work, and they're responding to everything along the way or not responsive to anything when they still have a job that matters. Like, if your job matters, you should probably expect that you might get interrupted in your rest time from time to time.
Yeah.
Don't throw a fit about it.
No.
Be an adult.
Don't be surprised. That's exactly right. One question, and I want to ask you this. If you
Just one.
Just one question.
All right.
That's it. One question. This is what
And
we're
then I'm
going
closing it out.
That's it. That's your closing it out. So, one question, if you had to add a fourth tip,
Oh, I don't know what a fourth tip.
what would it be?
If I had to add...
If someone said, I love these 3 tips, but I wanted to add a fourth.
I would.
There, see?
Yeah, there we go.
Uh-huh.
This is I would, tip number 4 is to acknowledge that everyone needs rest. As much as you love what you do,
Oh, that's good.
you need a change of pace.
I'm hearing it.
Like, I'm
hearing
there we go. I'm
hearing it.
Ready? Here you go.
Yeah.
You can put whatever
Oh,
camera
man,
you
I
want,
asked
but
the
we're just going to
tip.
do it like this. You may love what you do,
Yep.
what it does, and the impact that it has, but you still need to take a break from it and rest.
That's true. All true.
Good.
And we're looking at Matt Scruggs, too.
Yeah, and we're looking at me too.
Yeah, and you, too.
Like, I love my job. I love what I get to do. Like, honestly, like I get to like mess with content for fun and leadership and initiatives. Like, oh, this is what I would do in my spare time. And yet I still need to take a break from it as much as I love it because it reminds me that I am not what I do. And it honestly makes me better and more rejuvenated and energized when I come back into
That's good.
it. So,
That's good. So what are you going to do now that we're only 12 minutes into this episode?
while everyone has 20 minutes to learn to become a better... I botched everyone. Everyone has 20 minutes to learn to become a better leader. We are only almost 13 minutes in, and so take these last 7 minutes that we're giving you and get some rest. If you have to set up your vacation reminder on your email, do that. If you have to switch your voicemail, do that. If you have to finish up a project before you get home, if you want to plan out what you want to do that isn't social media, that's fine. Thanks for watching today. Remember to rate, review. You have 7 minutes of our time to rate and review right now. We'll see you back here next week. Merry Christmas if you're watching this live.